The benefits of having good friends, even acquaintances that are popular or successful. Hello, my name is Carla, and restoring healthy mindsets is my thing. Here's the thing, ladies. Even if you have 1 or 2 friends, that's so much better than having 0 friends. And let me tell you why. If you're anything like me that is always on the journey of leveling up, growing, and in general wanting to be the best version of herself, you are going to need support. You are going to need those couple of friends or acquaintances that tell you that it is possible. Even though I struggled finding friends, real friends, I still had at least 1 or 2 friends that I can call, to vent to share my plans with, to recharge. Because those friends make such a huge difference when you're on your journey of glowing up. Can you do it by yourself? Absolutely. But it's so much better to do it as a community, especially when you're in high school, transitioning to college going into the workforce. We need each other, and you need good friends and acquaintances that are directly associated with the people, positions, or even opportunities that you need to start leveling up. And if you have no friends now, I need you to start getting involved with the community. It doesn't matter how old they are, by the way. They can be 20 to 30 years older than you, but make sure that they are a safe space. Keep it very professional in the beginning. And then as you get to know them, you can start opening up more. But you need to start developing communication skills and start feeling confident approaching people and attending to networking events. There are books, YouTube videos with endless tips and tricks for you to be able to thrive in these situations.
Reason 47 why I don't have any friends. This is gonna piss some people off. If you have kids, I don't care how many times you've convinced yourself that they're well behaved, I don't wanna hang out with them. Let's give a scenario. Do you go to a restaurant and wanna sit next to the table full of kids? No. Now, if you have a dog, call me.
You know what's crazy is that nobody talks about this enough is the fact that when you're over the age of 30, it is very hard to make friends or to keep friends for that matter, because everyone is in like a different phase of life. So like right now, I'm going out to lunch. I'm taking myself out for a nice cute lunch because I have no friends to go with. Like the friends that I do have, they're either in the phase of getting married and popping kids every other year, which that's fine, works for you, not for me, but great, good for you. And then my other friends are just wanna just get lit, every weekend, and which that's fine if that works for you. However, both those things do not work for me. I want to be able to get up, dress cute, and go for a nice lunch, a nice dinner, sip on the nicest fucking wine, have a cute little afternoon or evening, and then take my ass back home like before midnight. That's the type of vibes I'm going for. So I don't have any friends that are into those vibes, so I'm just gonna go do this by myself. I mean, and other people will be like, but you got so many like siblings. Yeah, they're good for nothing. They just take space. Like I just told my mom, you had 5 other kids for no reason. Like literally for no reason. So, and then the other side is like, well, you have a boyfriend, why don't you go do things with your boyfriend? My boyfriend lives in a whole nother country. Even though it's like 5 minutes away, he still lives in a whole fucking other country, which means we don't get to see each other on a day-to-day basis. 50% of our relationship is FaceTime, okay? And you know what? I actually like it that way. So we're going to keep it like that. But, yeah, so I'm just going to go have a cute little lunch outing, maybe take myself shopping, and then go home later and then start to prep dinner and make myself ready for the week for work. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I guess I'm just going to not make new friends. I don't know. I'm just going to live life by myself. Anyways, hope everyone has a great Sunday.
Because I haven't had friends for as long as I have not had friends, I've just become normalized to what life without friends looks like, you know? And I'm not constantly repeating in my head, you don't have friends, thus this is happening. It just happens because I don't have friends, and I just go through life because obviously as a protection mechanism, I can't constantly be getting triggered by the fact that I don't have friends, so I'm just used to it. And yes, it's about the big things that make it really hard. You know, I don't have people to hang out with. I don't have people to connect with, to tell the things that I want to tell to people too. All of the big things, but also it's the little things. It's the little things that used to sting so hard. And when I really think about them, they still kind of do sting. But I know if you have friends, you're going to think that this is silly. And it seems like such a small thing. But even having people to comment on your Instagram photos. I know it sounds so silly, and I don't need people to comment on my Instagram photos. I don't need it. But every time I see people and all their friends are gassing them up in the comments, I think that must feel nice. It must feel nice. I don't need it. I am okay without it. But that must feel nice. Is there like this unwritten rule in the community of people with friends where if your friend posts a picture, you better be commenting on it? That's what it seems like. I wouldn't know. But I would love that.
No one really talks about how lonely it is when you don't have any friends or family. I've never experienced having a genuine friendship group full of people that I can depend on, like a big group. And I actually joined a sorority before because I was looking for that. I ended up leaving because I didn't find what I was looking for. I just felt like it wasn't very genuine. And when I left the sorority, no one cared. So stuff like that is just like, ugh. I also have this problem where I feel like even if I'm in a big group of people, I just feel left out. It's just like the vibe is not there. I don't know how to explain it. Or these people have known each other for a really long time and they already have their own cliques. I'm never the person that they reached out to first. I only have like 2, maybe 3 friends that I could say that I talk to often, but even then, I'm always the one initiating stuff, and then it gets tiring because then I feel like I'm the only one that cares. I'm just trying to say I've never experienced genuine friendship where I feel like this person genuinely wants to hang out with me like through their own accord, if that makes sense. So I don't even know if I can say that I have had a best friend who I can count on, because I don't know what it's like to feel like someone's first choice, or just like someone who I know I can always reach out to and they'll reply like pretty quickly. Or if someone is my best friend, it's usually the person that I date. That's good. It's good. It's just I also need other friends besides that person. Or if they introduce me to their friends, it's just like it's different because they're not actually my friends. It's like what happens when you break up. You eventually lose those friends. I have like no family here besides my mom. All of her family lives in Vietnam, so I don't even see them. And I'm an only child, by the way, so I don't really have anyone that I can actually turn to. So like most of the time I just talk to myself, which sounds really crazy, but if you're an only child, you get it. I compare my situation to a lot of people's situations. I just get jealous when I see people who have big friendship groups. It's just like I always just wonder, what is that like? People who actually care about you, by the way, not like those fake friendship groups, but like people who actually know you. They actually think about you. And I know people are probably gonna say like, oh, you should just learn how to be by yourself and do things by yourself and you'll be happy. I've been doing that for like so long. I told you I'm an only child, so like I'm used to that stuff. After a certain point, it just gets boring, like it gets tiring. I want people who I can rely on and like do stuff with. It's just really hard to find. I don't even have things like group chats. My phone is dry like most of the time. I feel like people take that for granted. I sound like I want people's pity, but I'm just saying stuff that I actually feel. And I feel like other people can relate as well. I made a TikTok about friends and stuff before and like not having any friends. People do reach out and they're like, hey, like I'll be your friend. But it's never anything genuine or meaningful. And it just always fizzles out. But yeah, like this is why I like using TikTok to express myself, like as a means of like an outlet, you know what I mean? It's just like sometimes I feel like people still don't care like what I post, and that just makes it more sad. But yeah, if you relate, just like DM me, I'll be friends with you. Or like just follow me and support me, because I also need to hit 10K as well because I'm broke. But yeah.
I have no friends. I am 23 years old, almost 24 in 7 days, and I don't have any friends I can feel like, oh, that is like my absolutely best friend. The only people I ever hang out with are my brother, my fiance like every 2 weeks because he lives 3 hours away, my dad, and my mom. I have 4 people. You know that audio that's like, Jeremy, Stacy, something, mom. Jeremy, Stacy, mom. I have 2 friends and one of them's my mom. Literally, me. I think about it quite often, actually. Like, I wish I had someone to make content with, go to the gym with, just hang out with, go read a book. And I don't think it's me. I think just overall it's hard to make friends in your 20s. I moved here from South Dakota when I was like 16, 17, so I came in junior year. Everyone already has friends. Then I went to like 4 different colleges. Then there was COVID, and I had my cheer friends when I did cheer, but I don't cheer anymore, and all the people I cheered with live 45 plus minutes away. I have one really, really close friend named Lainey. I love you if you watch this. And I'll hang out with her every so often, but it's hard when you live so far away, and obviously life and different schedules and yada yada. My wedding is coming up, and I never like had the dream of like, I want all like 10 best friends to be in my wedding party. Like, I never really had that. But my wedding party is my 2 cousins, my fiance's sister, and my best friend from South Dakota, who I haven't seen in like 4 years. That is my wedding party, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with that. And the few friends that I have up here, I'm moving down to Austin once I get married in 3 months. So I'm gonna have to make all new friends, and like hopefully we can make some married friends. So like George and I will have some people to go out with, like maybe play pickleball. I think there's also a beauty in being alone because you have to learn to love yourself first. Like, you can't rely on other people to make you happy, if that makes sense. Obviously, I have my fiance who I love and adore, but you can't have someone else love you if you don't love yourself first. You can't rely on other people, or else if they let you down, what happens? I think it'd just be really nice to have some female friends to hang out with, because obviously, as much as I love my fiance, you want to hang out with a girl. Anyone lives in the North Dallas area, like Denton, or in Austin when I move there in a couple months, like, please reach out. Even online friends, like, I want to make some more friends. I don't have any. Not that I'm like complaining, but I just think it'd be really nice. So that's my rant for the day.
Weekends make me sad, and on this particular Friday night, I was feeling especially lonely. I'm an introvert, and I love being cozy at home and recharging alone, but I am alone all the time, and every once in a while, I just can't get past the feeling that I'm missing out on something or I'm doing this whole life thing wrong. I watch shows like Friends and wonder why I don't have a friend group like that. So when the weekend comes and I have no friends and nobody to hang out with, I get really in my head about it, but this year, I've been learning to get out and to do things by myself. I've been to movies, bookstores, yoga classes, and restaurants alone. I started romanticizing the time I spent at home, and I've started sharing it with you. And not only have you all inspired me to keep going, to keep learning to love myself and to be proud of my life, you've made me realize that I'm also not alone. So I'm here to continue sharing and normalizing loving staying home all weekend, loving your solitude, and enjoying your alone time, and the people that you do have in your life. So maybe one day no one will be saying,
Get ready with me while I talk about why I have no friends. For context clues about myself, let me just start by saying I am both an introvert and a Virgo. Ever since I can remember, it wasn't always like this. I used to normally like having friends around, but when I got older, jealousy started playing a big role into it, and friendship wasn't being reciprocated by a lot of these people. Actually, what I did was I tried harder to make these people I called friends care about me, to like me more. What I really craved was just respect, the bare minimum. I was the type of person who tied my self-worth to the judgments of others, to what other people thought about me. The moment I became aware, I started to dig deep. Really look inwards and ask myself why I cared so much about having friends, why I needed to distract myself with people all the time. More or less, it became clear to me that I was trying to hide from myself. I couldn't be alone with myself. It was a problem. Loneliness was not a thing for me at that point. Eventually, for a few weeks, I started to distance myself, which turned into months, and then years. It has been well over a year since I've had a friend that I called my best friend. Now, I don't spend most of my time in solitude. I just started having better people around me. My family, my sister, my brother, and my boyfriend are the 3 people that I keep close to me, and that is it. Your girl is traumatized by friendships at this point. For me, I started to replace the distraction of others with being the best version of myself. I completely dedicated my time to self-help, self-growth, all of that. So far, I've learned when you cut off the distractions of other people, you are able to see things clearer than ever before. It was a sign. Soon after I cut off all of the toxic friends, my life started to level up. I don't tolerate any negative, any heavy energy around me. It is just all positive, uplifting. The most liberating part about it is that these people don't have free access to my energy anymore. I feel my best now, and I look my best. I look back on pictures of myself in this era and I look so miserable in my eyes. So here's a little reminder for you. If your friends are not encouraging you to be the best possible version of yourself, it is time to find better fucking friends. I said it, because your friends are your future. And our future is too bright to be in the shadows of shitty people.
And now listen to this. Ask me how many friends I have right now. I'll wait. Yeah, zilch, cero. I don't have no friends. Okay, I don't believe in friends. Hold on, let me fix that. I said I don't believe in friends. I actually do believe in great friends, pero I'm gonna fix this. In alignment. I believe and I want great friends that are in alignment to what I want and that serve Jesus. Bella, I don't want no friends trying to get me lit, trying to steer me in the wrong path, try to hate on me, try to take my man. I don't want none of that. And that's why God removed those people from my life. ¿Tú me entiendes? So same with you. You need to know, discern your surroundings and be like, okay, does so-and-so like really care for me? Does so-and-so really love me like they say they do? If it's a no, cut them out. All that toxicity, cut it out. And if you don't know how, you'll pray about it. You'll be like, God, remove so-and-so out of my life. All the negative things that do not serve you, remove from my life in Jesus' name. And declare it, muchacha. Declare it with your whole heart. Okay? Tú verás como todo va a cambiar en tu vida. You're going to see how everything will change in your life. For real.
I don't have that many like friends that I trust and can tell things to, so.
Why is that?
I don't know. Probably a lot to do with me, but I alienate myself a lot, I think.
I'm talking about trust. Where do you draw the line on who you can and can't trust?
I don't trust nobody, nigga. I risk it all day. What you mean? Like, I don't trust you, nigga. Like, I just hope that you don't fuck me over, nigga.
Can't help me. I help me. I don't want to need help. I don't need you. That's what it was. That's what it is. Somewhere a long time ago, I needed somebody, and they didn't do it. And so I decided at that point, I guess, I don't need you. The only person I need is me.
I have way more fun being alone than like when someone's there because I just overanalyze it. It's never the other person's fault. It's me. I overanalyze it. I think I'm not enough. I think I'm doing too much. And it's like, gosh, I'd rather just be alone. I once told my coworker after work, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go get sushi at this spot like all of us know about. He was like, alone? It like baffled him that I would go and get sushi alone. Yeah, alone. And I was sitting there eating sushi and thinking about how baffled he was that I would go and get sushi alone. But like I was sitting there and I was like, oh my gosh, no one's sitting here with me. I don't have to worry about if I'm talking too much. I don't have to worry about if I'm not talking enough. I don't have to worry about eating super neat. I mean, I'm in public, so I'm already like trying to like eat neat, but I don't have to worry about like, oh my gosh, looking down and I'm like shoving food in my mouth and I look up and then the other person's like staring at me. I don't gotta worry about eye contact. I don't gotta worry about if I'm breathing normal or